Started my career at Crystal Palace. It was a real strange story. I'd been playing at Leytonstone Milford, and at the time there was no goalkeeping coaches. So as a group of lads, we'd do it ourselves. So John Steele was manager, and we'd be in the corner on a Tuesday just doing the sessions. And the FA at the time never did no goalkeeping courses. So Bob Wilson, the former Arsenal goalkeeper, did a session at Douglas Air. So I went over and I thought, I quite like the idea of this, so I went and watched loads of goalkeeping coaches work. And I got asked to do a session by a guy called Pete Smith at Surrey Coaches at Crystal Palace training ground on a Sunday afternoon. And the first team had been beat on a Saturday at Forest, so Steve Cottle was there, Alan Smith, and assistant manager David Kemp, and just doing a session. And it was similar to today, a lot of grassroots coaches putting on a session. So afterwards, Alan Smith come over to me, he says to me, the manager wants a word with you. So I'm thinking, I've gone on the wrong pitch. I'm going to get absolutely done here. So I goes in, he says, we've just lost our goalie coach, Peter Bettinelli, to Newcastle. He said, we're looking for a goalie coach. We quite like what you've done. So he said, would you be willing to come in tomorrow? So I'm thinking, like, I'm playing at Leytonstone and Ilford. I've just started my badges, and who do you want me to take tomorrow? He said, well, we've got Nigel Martin, England's number one, we've got Reece Wilmot, and a lad called Jimmy Glass. I'm thinking, wow, good luck, Vic, with this one. So I goes in the morning, I did the session, by all accounts the lads enjoyed it. He says to me, can you come back Tuesday and Thursday? I am an absolute believer that players should go out on loan. I honestly see a different player come back from being in a man's changing room, dealing with a crowd, dealing with the pitches. Pally, I tell you now that the under 23 pitches are like playing on billiard tables. But reality is, you're going to go and play at Dartford, you're going to go and play at Dulwich. Yesterday I was at a game, Chieftain versus FC Romania. The worst part of the pitch was the 6-yard box where the poor goalkeeper was. They've got to experience that. And they need to have the tools to be able to deal with the crowd, be able to deal with, like, even the travelling, even sitting on the bench for teams. You know, you have to expose these players to it. Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to work with all the groups. When I first took the job at Fulham, Dave Besson was goalkeeping coach, but at the time we had Edwin van der Sar, Mark Crossley, and Dave Besson was the third choice keeper. So every Tuesday I used to take them. But I must admit, I do find bringing in a scholar at under 16 years of age and seeing them go on the journey and, like, going to non-league grounds, watching them, going to sites, see how their parents are, like, preparing to deal with this. It does make it's really rewarding to see someone cross that line at first team level, and you can say, like, I've been on a journey with them. You know, but at the end of the day, the players have to do it themselves. The players have to do. You can push them as much as you want. You can keep exposing them, but they have to want it themselves. Everyone has a different journey. The hardest thing is to stay in it. You know, the more you can stay in it and just see where it develops and where you go. You know, because you're going to have players now that in your team you think are going to be a centre forward. They could end up having a career as a right back or a centre half or even a goalkeeper. You can't tell at that young age, and you can't pigeonhole kids and say, you will definitely play in that position. I know you might have sort of like from some adversity against the parents to say, look, I want to try them in different positions, but trust me, you'd be surprised. But they will see the game different, the boys, if they play in totally different positions.